Hi, I'm Hendrik Ebbers. I'm Director of Open Source from Hashgraph, and within LFDT, I'm one of the leaders of the Hiero project, which is the code base that is used for the Hedera network as an example. And next to that, I'm Vice Chair of the tech of LFDT, which means I'm not only concentrating on Hiero as one project, but trying to bring LFDT with all the projects, like forward by trying to implement best practices, things like that, to all the projects. Well, that is an initiative we started the last year with Hacktoberfest, which is a virtual event done by GitHub and others with a goal to get new contributors to open source in general and to get contributors contributing to new projects. And we invested a lot in good first issues, in getting our project placed and seeing that, we have a lot of success with that. And instead of saying, okay, that was Hacktoberfest done by GitHub, we now stop here and come back next year, we decided to continue with that investment and seeing that really works. And even after Oktoberfest, a lot of people come to us finding good first issues and starting to contribute to us. We had this session from the tech, which was like, oh, what are your questions to the tech? What are your problems? And the three was like, oh yeah, my problem is I have too many contributors, which is kind of funny because what open source project comes and say, I have too many contributors, right? And the reality is that we really get a lot of people with that coming to Hiero, contribute to Hiero, and a lot of them not only one time, but with over the last half a year, we get from people doing their first contribution already made them become real committers of an LF project. And we had some that already started earlier and now coming from the community as first, finding that project out of the wild with good first issues, and they were like, oh, I want to do some Python work. I would like to contribute to a nice Python work, not only thinking about decentralized trust at all, finding Hiero and started to contribute, and now creating good first issues for others. So we really enabled something that is moving forward and is kind of sustainable and not just a one-time investment. And yeah, I think that is great, and I hope that we can publish that more and more and enable others to take what we did and learn from it and do the same to create a lot of cool contributions. Bringing code to LFDT or in general in open source steward. A lot of people think like, oh yeah, that is doing the code open source. I would say, yeah, that's only a small part of it, because getting code just open source nowadays is not that hard. You can create for your company a GitHub organization and put the code there and boom, it's open source. Bringing code to LFDT includes not even open source code, it includes open development, it includes open governance. Actually, when we created Hiero and started to bring the code base that is used for the Hedera network to LFDT, it was already open source before. So it's not that we had a closed source project and we brought it to LFDT and open sourced it. It was open source before, but it was for 100% under the control of Hedera, because they open sourced the code, but they owned it and they decided what goes into the code. And I think that's the biggest change from having open source as a company and still own it, against giving your code to an open source steward with the idea to create a more vendor neutral project, which ends in an open governance where not only you, but other players start to contribute and to lead. And that is a very good thing. People, when they hear it the first time, often a little bit afraid, oh, why should I give out control, right? It don't make sense to me. I think in that area, it makes a lot of sense, because we talk about critical infrastructure. We do not talk about a mobile app and next month you have another mobile app. We talk about infrastructure that should stay for for years, and critical systems should be built on that, right? You don't want, or I hope a lot of people don't want to build their critical system on infrastructure where they have zero control on. Because just having something open source does not mean that, oh yeah, and if that moves in a wrong direction or stop, you can just forget, copy it, and continue with it. That was like 20 years ago when we had the small project. Yeah, that was easy. But today with, like this big platforms and projects we have in the open source space and under Linux Foundation, so not only LFDT, it's in general like Kubernetes as an example in the CNCF is like one of the cornerstones of cloud environments. And having something like that governed by only one party would be a real problem and would not allow governance maybe to use it, not allow other companies to use it and all that. And with going into a more open governance and going into a way of vendor neutrality, what you have created is currently, seen totally different from leaders, from governance and so on, because it's not a vendor lock-in anymore. It's more like, okay, that is now created in a neutral manner. We could use it. And if that is critical infrastructure for us, we could even invest as becoming a member of the project and even becoming part of the leadership of the project. And I think that is a very important thing that people getting more and more, we're still not at the point where that is directly clear to everybody, but that is the direction and people understand it more and more. Another benefit we see on that is, and that is actually this week happened at Hiero. So in the TRC meeting this week, we had a project proposal coming from a company, DSR. They are member of LFDT too, but so far not a member of like the Hiero community. And what they did is they created a full application for digital identity, personal proof, and so based on the Hiero technology. And I've seen that like last year when I was at an United Nations event, and that was shown as a demo there. That was quite nice. And what they now made is they created a vanilla version out of it, so totally unbranded it, and would like to contribute this to Hiero as like, oh, if you want to create an application that uses digital identity, personal proof, that needs a wallet and so on, you can take that, modify it, brand it for your needs, and then you have on top of Hiero a full working application. And that is great because, and that is what I'm saying with, like all this open governance and things like that, because if all the open source code would be owned by me, just by me, nobody would come and say, oh, Hendrik, here, I give you all that code because you are awesome, And then now come and say, hey, here's the code. We already did some contributions and we're seeing you're really open and you're trying to move in a great direction, being as diverse as possible in the projects regarding leadership and maintainers. And we really got those, kind of donations, and that is awesome.